Here we are. Match number 2. Let's get the starting lineup there. We got Cassie. We got Anna. We got Avery. We've got Leah. We've got Callie. And we've got Elle and Shay in for Callie in the back row to play defense, which means the FCVCB. I don't know where they're from. FC Volleyball Club. I guess I'll just call them FC. Let me see if I can read their shirts. Well, it says Rush Volleyball, but oh no, Rush is reffing. Four Corners Volleyball Club. They're up from the Four Corners area, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. I bet most of you knew what the Four Corners were, so I will call them either FC or Four Corners. Ball's in the air. We are underway. Four Corners able to block that. Able to get it back. Leah. Too strong. Point for Four Corners. Up 1-0. Serving. Hey, babe. Addison? Okay. Sorry, just checking on Addison, making sure she was up and getting ready. She plays this afternoon at 4, 5, and 7 Arizona time, so we will be here all day. She plays on the court that's right over there, number 17. Next row up all the way against the wall. Ball's in the air from Four Corners, up 2-0. Able to save that. Anna able to get it over the net. Four Corners to their outside. Hits it into the net. Nope, I lied. That was not the net. That was the pole, the antenna, which is still out of bounds. Point ace. Ace to serve down 1-2. Cassie Barney serving. Ball's in the air. Rolls that one over the net. Four Corners able to save it twice. And get a free ball over the net. Cassie bumps it over to Anna. Into the net. And it is into the net, not into a block. Nope, undo that. That's a point for Four Corners. Four Corners serving up 3-1. Ball's in the air. Ace. Unable to corral that one in. That is an ace for Four Corners. Four Corners serving up 4-1. Service error. Point ace. Ace to serve down 2-4. Anna to serve. Ball's in the air. Middle pushes that over the net. Cassie gets over to Leah on the right side, who gets a hit. Might have dropped in. Four Corners was able to save it. Elle gets a block. And that's a point for ace. Four Corners went under the net with their feet on our side. Point ace. Ace to serve down 3-4. Ball's in the air. Four Corners middle. Avery with a block. And ace with the point. Anna continues to serve, all tied up at 4. Four Corners able to hit that. Oh, might have gone out. Avery with a diving save and a miscommunication. Shea sends a free ball over the net. Four corners to their outside. Tip over. Cassie to Shea to Leah. Four corners sets that to their outside. Ace able to get a hand on it. Cassie saves it. L bumps it over to Leah on the right side. Gets a good hit in. Four corners sets that to their right side. Gets a hit in. It is out. Did not touch it. Point Ace. Ace up 5-4. Good volley back and forth. Good result for Ace. Oh. Four corners able to dig that one. Ace unable to recover. Too strong from four corners. Point Ace. Ace up 6-5. 6-5. Well, those are smaller numbers than normal, too. Callie in the front row. Avery serving. Ball's in the air. Ace unable to recover. There was a block in there. Point Ace. Ace up 7-5. Here in the first set, second match. Day one of the Fiesta Volleyball Tournament here, President's Day weekend. Serve from Avery's in the air. That is out. That's a point for four corners. Avery's off. Shea is on. Ball's in the air from four corners. Anna passes out of bounds. We are tied up at 7. Ball's in the air from four corners. L into the net. Cassie unable to get it up. Enough for Ace to get it over the net. Four corners up 8-7. Ball's in the air from four corners. Service error. Point Ace. We are tied up at 8. 8 and 8. Put that together, you get 88. What does that mean? That means you can travel back in time, or forward in time, I suppose, if you drive a DeLorean with a flux capacitor. Leah Smith to serve. Just out the sideline. Point four corners. McKenna in for Leah. Amelie in for Cassie. Four corners to serve. Up 9-8. Ball's in the air. Shea with a good pass to McKenna. McKenna over on the right side to L. Into the net. Point for four corners. Four corners serving up 10-8. Ace able to scramble, work together, and get that one over. Four corners goes for a setter dump. Lands out of bounds. That's a point for Ace after that good scramble. Ace to serve down 9-8. L to serve. Ball's in the air from L. Four corners gets it to their middle. Who hits it? Inbounds. Point for four corners. Four corners up 11-9. Just curious. Ball's in the air after an ace from four corners. Ace able to get that one over the net, but out of bounds. Not able to pass it over. Four Corners serving up 13-9. You have anything to add, Talia? She's shaking her head no. She's not the best color commentator in the league for nothing, folks. Four Corners was going to hit it out. Ace able to save it. Free ball over the net. Hits the pole. That is out of bounds. Point for Four Corners. Timeout. Ace down 9-14. Well, since it's 9:14 and a timeout, I got a minute. I've used this one before, but it's a good reminder. On September 14th, 1814, the Star-Spangled Banner was written by Francis Scott Key, watching the Battle of Baltimore over Fort McHenry. Be right back. We are back from timeout. Ball's in the air from Four Corners. Shea gets a good pass into McKenna. McKenna gets it over to Anna on the outside. He gets it over. Four Corners able to get it back over. Shea with a good pass to McKenna. No, we are going to do this one again because the ball came on the court. Redo. Do-over. Favorite thing to call as a kid. Nuh-uh, do-over. And here we go. Ball's in the air. Too strong that time. Point for Ace. Ace within 4, down 10-14. Ball's in the air. That was a good in-system play from Four Corners. Ace unable to recover on the pass, unfortunately. Four Corners up 15-10. My apologies if the stream is a little weak. I just got a couple of messages. One from Sideline saying that it had to downgrade the resolution, and one from somebody watching saying the resolution got downgraded and it's buffering. Hopefully it is fixing itself out. Anna able to squeeze that one inside the antenna at an impossible angle. Ace unable to recover on the hit. That's a point for Four Corners. Four Corners up 16-10. Ball's in the air. Riley gets it to Avery. Anna able to hit it over. Four Corners. Middle hits it. Avery gets a good block on the ball, keeps the play alive. Shea gets it over to Amelie. Four Corners recovers. It gets it to their outside. Tips it right over Amelie's hands. Down onto the floor. Point for Four Corners. Up 17-10. Ball's in the air for Four Corners. Shea with a good pass to McKenna. McKenna gets it over to Anna on the outside. He gets a good hit in. Four Corners dump. Shea with the save. To McKenna. Avery with a push into the back corner. That's a kill for Avery and for Ace. Point Ace. Ace down 11-17. I feel like all three matches so far have been 11-17 at some point. Cassie Barney in. Leah Smith in. Missed a couple of substitutions there. Ball's in the air from Cassie. Kind of a weak hit from the middle. It's kind of a side swipe. Ace unable to handle that. Four corners serving up 18-11. Ball's in the air from four corners. Shea with a good pass to Cassie. Cassie to Avery. Swipes it over. Four corners tips it back. And gets the point, unfortunately. Four corners up 19-11. Ball's in the air. Too strong. Service error from four corners. Point ace. Ace is served down 12-19. Anna serving. Ball's in the air from Anna. Four corners able to dig that, get it over there outside. Who is able to hit it across court in bounds? Cassie with the setter dump. Four corners unable to handle that setter dump on the scramble. Point ace. Ace down 13-19. Ball's in the air from Anna. Four corners able to hit it back over. Cassie gets the set over to Riley on the outside. Hits it through the block. Four corners cannot recover. Ace within five, serving down 14-19. That's an ace from Anna. Serving down 15-19. Woo! Timeout. Four corners. And we're back. Anna serving, ball in the air. Four corners, in system, but out of bounds. Point ace. Ace within three, serving down 16-19. Ball's in the air from Anna. Four corners, able to tip that one over. Leah able to save it. Cassie tries to set her dump to the far corner. Four corners able to get that one. Cassie goes down to get that one. Riley over, cross court, back over the net. Four corners to their outside. Gets a hit into Leah's block, but it does go out of bounds. Good volley from Ace. Unfortunately, four corners got the point. Four corners serving up 20-16. Ball's in the air. That was a good cross-court serve. Ace unable to tip that one over the net. It was a great save from Cassie. Four corners serving up 21-16. Ball's in the air. Shea to Cassie. Cassie over to Leah. Leah with a hit and the kill. Point ace. Ace serving down 17-21. Avery serving Callie in the front row. She rolls that one over the net for an ace. Ace within 3, down 18-21. Woo! Ball's in the air from Avery. 4 corners, able to play that one. A bump set to their outside. Hits it. Avery with the dig and the save. Cassie, setter dump. That's a clean setter dump. That's a kill for Cassie. Ace within 2, serving down 19-21. Ace fighting hard here in this first set. Avery with a big rainbow serve over to 4 corners. Callie gets up for the block, does not get her hands over the net. It does drop. That is a point for 4 corners. 4 corners serving up 22-19. Service error. Point ace. Ace to serve down 20-22. Leah Smith to serve. That was a heck of a serve from Leah. Overpass. Cassie goes for the kill. 4 corners able to work to save it. Anna to Cassie. Cassie to Riley on the outside who gets a hit. 4 corners able to save that one. Get it to their pipe. Who gets a hit into the net. That's a point for Ace within 1 to serve down 21-22. Ball's in the air from Leah. Way too strong. Point 4 corners. 4 corners serving up 23-21. McKenna coming in for Leah. Amelie coming in for Cassie in the front row. Ball's in the air. Good dig from Shea to McKenna. McKenna to Riley. That is outside. That is a point for 4 corners. 4 corners. 1 point away from winning this first set. They're up 24-21. Ace has had a good, hard-fought comeback. Let's see if they can keep it going here. Ball's in the air. Shea with a good pass to McKenna. Sets it over to Amelie. Gets it over. Ace called into the net. That'll do the first set. That'll do it. Do it for the first set. 4 corners wins 25-21. We'll see you in about 3 minutes. All right, welcome back to the second set. I think I got the lineup set here. Ace is starting off with a serve. Here we go, all tied up at 0, second set. Woo! Ace unable to handle that hit. Point for Four Corners. Four Corners serving up 1-0. Ball's in the air for Four Corners. And it was a good pass to Cassie. Cassie gets it to Avery on a slide. Off the block. Four Corners able to handle that. Gets it to their outside. Tips it over. Cassie with a save. Slide over pass. Avery wins the battle at the net, but Four Corners is able to save it. They tried to hit it 3 times. Didn't get it over. You can't do it in 4. It's against the rules. Point for Ace. All tied up at 1. Callie coming in the front row, along with Riley and Leah. Avery serving. Tied up at 1 here in the second set. Ball's in the air. That's a good place to serve it because the sun was there. Unfortunately, they were able to handle it. And Four Corners serving up 2-1. Ball's in the air. Shea, slide over pass. Four Corners able to dump it right back over. Four Corners up 3-1. An ace for Four Corners up 4-1. Too strong. Point for Ace. Ace to serve down 2 for Leah Smith to serve. Good serve from Leah. Good hit from Four Corners. Able to get it over to Riley, who two-handed pass over the net. Outside hits it. Shea with the save to Cassie. Cassie to Riley. Four Corners able to get that to their outside again for another hit. It is tipped right into the campfire for a point. Four Corners up 5-2. McKenna coming in for Leah. Amelie coming in for Cassie. Ball's in the air. Shea to McKenna. McKenna to Riley on the right side. Riley's able to get it over. Four Corners able to tip it over. Shea with the save to McKenna. McKenna to Riley on the outside. Riley two-handed pass gets called for a double over the net. Can't do that. Got to hit it one contact when it goes over the net. Point Four Corners. Four Corners up 6-2. Ball's in the air. McKenna to Amelie. Too strong, no touch. Four Corners up 7-2. Solid contact, just didn't quite hit it down. Ball's in the air. Another good serve. Riley able to save it. McKenna able to bump it over the net. Ace able to keep the play alive to their middle. Unable to get their hands on it. Point, Four Corners. Four Corners serving up 8-2 here in the second set. They took the first one 25-21. Service error, point Ace. Ace down 3-8. Turn that around, you get 8-3. 8-3 is August 3rd. What happened then? I got married. That's right. August 3rd, 2007. Coming up on 19 years this year. L's in for Riley. Ball's in the air. Four corners unable to get it back over. Point ace. Ace within 4 to serve down 4. 8. Sorry, missed a couple substitutions there. Ball's in the air from L. Four corners, sets it to their outside, hits it over. Anna able to get to McKenna, to Amelie on the right side. Into the net, that's a point for Four Corners. Four Corners up 9-4. 9-4. Ball's in the air from Four Corners. Shea able to get it to McKenna. Ace unable to get it over the net. Good attempt. Point, Four Corners. Up 10-4. That's not me signing off. That's just the score. Timeout, Ace. Ball's in the air from Four Corners. Too strong. Point Ace. We call that a coach's point. Kill the momentum. And there was a service error. So thanks, Coach Joe. Shea serving. Riley. Avery into the front row. Cassie in for Amelie. Leah in for McKenna. And we are set. Shea to serve down 5-10. Ball's in the air. Into the sun. It is hard for them to see that. That's pretty awesome. They still get it to their outside. L unable to save that hit on the dig. Point, Four Corners. Four Corners up 11-5. Ball's in the air. Shea to Cassie. Cassie to Avery with a solid hit in the corner. That's a kill and a point. Ace within 5. Down 6-11. Cassie Barney serving. Four Corners able to get it. Avery able to get her hand on it and save it, but it does drop between Shea and L. Unfortunately, that is a point for Four Corners. Four Corners serving up 12-6. Ball's in the air. L hits that one straight up. Cassie with a bump set to the back row over to Shea. Shea able to get it over the net. Four Corners. Middle. Hits it right at Shea, who was able to save it, but not quite get it high enough for one of her teammates to get to the second ball. Point, Four Corners up 13-6. Ball's in the air from Four Corners. Shea hits it out over the bench. Ace is unable to get to it to get a second ball. Four Corners up 14-6 here in the second set, second match. Day 1 of the Fiesta Volleyball President's Day Tournament. Ball's in the air from Four Corners. Anna to Cassie to Leah. Into the net. Point for Four Corners. Four Corners up 15-6. Ball's in the air. Shea bump set from Cassie to Leah. Leah with a hit. Four corners able to get it to their setter, to their outside. Through the block, unable to handle it. 16-6. Four corner serving. Shea to Cassie. Cassie to Anna. Anna with a kill. And the point. Ace to serve down 7-16. Ball's in the air from Anna. And an ace. Woo! Diving effort from four corners was futile. Riley did come in for L last time. Just too strong for Anna. That's a point for four corners to serve up 17-8. Ball's in the air from four corners. Shea to Riley. Riley on the line. On the overpass. Four corners up 18-8. Ace made a comeback of it in the first set, even though they fell short. Let's see if we can get it going right here. Ball's in the air from four corners. Shea able to get to Cassie. Set it up over. Four corners able to get to it. From their right side, hit it. Leah, Cassie with a one-handed kill set. Able to get it over. That is going to be out, but it was touched. Okay, well, they called it in. I don't know if it was in or if it was touched or both. But it's a point for four corners. Four corners up 19-8. Ball's in the air. Anna to Cassie. To Leah into the net. Point for four corners. Four corners up 20-8. Ball's in the air. Avery to Cassie. Back to Avery. With the push and the kill. Point ace. Ace to serve down 9-20. Avery to serve. Ball's in the air from Avery. Four corners to their middle. A hit. Oh, it's probably going to go out. Avery did dig it, but that is a point for four corners. Four corners serving up 21-9. Oh, Callie was in for Shea. Avery was serving. Shea's in for Avery. All right. Sorry. Talking through this to make sure I get it right. Four corners serving up 21-9. Leah to Cassie. Cassie to Callie. Four corners able to set it to their right side. They hit it. They hit it out. Point ace. Ace to serve down 10-21. Leah serving. Ball's in the air from their right side. Riley able to get up there for a block. Cassie able to win that battle to net. Four corners still able to hit it over. Cassie with the bump set to Riley on the outside. Four corners able to get a hand on the block. Set it to their outside, who hits it cross court. Shea saves it. Cassie goes for a setter dump, but she gets called for a double over the net. Point for four corners. Four corners up 22-10. 22-10. Ball's in the air from four corners. Shea able to get it up. Leah able to get a bump set across to Riley. Tips it over. Four corners able to recover that. Gets a set to their right side. Who gets a hit. That was going to go in. A nice save from Leah. Bump set from Shea to Riley. Tries to dump it in there. Cannot quite get it. They're outside. Hits it. And it rolls over the net. And it happens to land in bounds. If she didn't hit the net, that definitely would have gone out of bounds. But alas, point. Four corners up 23-10. Ball's in the air. Ace able to get that one over. Strong kill from Leah from the back row. Point for Ace. Ace to serve down 11-23. L coming in for Riley to serve. It's an ace for L and a point for Ace. Woo! Ace serving down 12-23. Solid hit there from four corners. Four corners. Set and match point up 24-12 here in the second. Ace has not been able to get a whole lot going so far today. Ball's in the air. Anna gets it to Cassie. Sets it out of bounds. That will do it for the set and the match. Ace falls 25-12 in the second. Loses that second match 2-0. We do have an hour off. We are scheduled back at noontime, Phoenix time. We will see you then. Okay, so